morning, a woman wakes up. Water is coming through her front door. Not a drip, not a leak. The entire floor is already covered, and it's rising fast. She looks out the window. The street below is gone. The cars are gone. Everything is gone. Just water, as far as she can see. Her name is Ann Na. She's a widow, an AI researcher, and right now she has one thought, her son. She grabs Jae-in, her 6-year-old, and she runs. There's nowhere to go but up. They live in a 30-floor apartment building, and the only option, the only one, is to reach the roof before the water does. But the building is already falling apart. Neighbors are fighting in the stairwells. People are blocking the exits, hoarding space, pushing past each other. Nobody is helping anyone. It's every person for themselves. And Ann Na is cutting through all of it with a child in her arms. Then a wave hits. Not outside, inside the building. Agents are already on the way. Helicopter extraction. She just needs to keep climbing and get to the roof. And then one of those agents finds her inside the building. His name is Heejo. He pulls her out of the path of a wave that would have taken her out right there. And as they move together, he tells her something that stops her cold. The flood was never a surprise. Years ago, an asteroid hit the South Pole, and every major government on Earth knew it was coming. They knew for years, and they made a decision together. They were not going to warn the public. Instead, they secretly funded a plan to survive what was coming. A space station in orbit, and a research project to rebuild the human race from scratch using artificial intelligence. The plan was to 3D print human bodies, engineered completely from the ground up. But there was one problem. They could build the body, they could not build the soul. These printed humans had no real feelings, no genuine emotion, just empty shells that looked human and felt absolutely nothing. So they created something called the Emotion Engine, a system designed to teach artificial intelligence how to actually feel real grief, real love, real fear. And Anna, without fully realizing it, had been one of the key scientists working on it the whole time. Then another wave hits the building, bigger than the first one, and it tears Anna and Jae-in apart. She dives back into the flooding building, desperately searching for him. On the way up, she hears a young girl named Jisoo, trapped inside a jammed elevator, with water rising around her. She tries to pry the doors open, but the force of the water keeps pushing her upward, and she cannot get to her. She keeps climbing. She reaches the roofer. Jae-in is there, but so is a SWAT team, armed and already in position. And what happens next is the moment in this movie that will completely stop your heart. The SWAT team grabs Jae-in and holds Anna back. Then one of them pulls out a device and presses it against Jae-in and extracts his consciousness, his mind, his memories, everything he is into a small digital storage drive. Because Jae-in is not real. He was never biologically born. He is one of 2 prototype children that were 3D printed by the Darwin Center 5 years before the flood. Anna and her colleague Hyun Mo were chosen to raise them, to give them real, everyday experiences, real relationships, and real love. Because that was the only way to teach the Emotion Engine what genuine human feeling actually was. Anna raised him as her son. She loved him as her son. She poured her grief and her hope and everything she had into that little boy. And the whole time, that was the experiment. Her love was the data. She never had a son, she had a science experiment. And now the SWAT commander tells her only 2 things are getting on the evacuation rocket: Anna and the storage drive containing Jae-in's consciousness. Everyone else, Heejo, the neighbors, the girl trapped in the elevator, every single person remaining in that building is being left to drown. Heejo is shot right there on the roof. Anna is taken to the rocket. The rocket launches. Then debris from the asteroid strikes the hull. Everything goes dark. And then she wakes up, in her apartment, water on the floor. Jae-in asking if they can go swimming. She grabs him and she runs again. Same stairwells, same chaos, same people. This time a wave hits, and she dies slamming into a floating car. In the floodwater. And then she wakes up again. This time Heejo is beside her, pulling her out of the water. They search the building together. She gets back to the elevator where Jisoo is trapped, and this time she pries the doors open with a broom. Jisoo tells her that looters came through and took Jae-in hostage. Anna chases them down, nearly gets herself killed. Heejo saves her. Jisoo decides to stay behind with her grandparents as the water keeps rising. On her phone, Ann Na finds something that changes everything. Thousands of digital paintings, all sent by Jae-in, each one showing a slightly different version of events. Different timelines, different choices, different versions of the flood and the building, and Ann Na trying to reach him. Jae-in had been watching across every loop. He remembered when she forgot, and he painted every single version, trying to reach her. because that is exactly what this is. In the only real timeline, the rocket was struck by debris and Enna was critically injured, but she was rescued by a separate spacecraft and brought to the space station. Dying, she made one request: upload her consciousness into the AI system. And then she proposed the test herself. Run the simulation, put her back inside the flood over and over again. Force her to search for Jayan, to lose him, to find him, to fail, to die, and to start again. Every loop, every cycle of grief and desperation and love would teach the emotion engine something that no algorithm could ever generate on its own. The number printed on Enna's shirt that keeps getting bigger every time she resets, that is the counter. It shows exactly how many times she has already lived and died inside that building. Hundreds of times, thousands of times. And she wakes up every single time with no memory of any of it. But now she is starting to remember. She can feel the waves before they hit. She knows which stairwell is blocked before she gets there. She knows what Hijo is about to say before he opens his mouth. And she starts making different choices. She stops for Jisoo. She stops for a pregnant woman on one of the floors below. People the simulation does not require her to help people. She has absolutely no reason to stop for, but she stops anyway, every single time, because that is who she is. And every one of those choices, every act of kindness she did not have to do, feeds the emotion engine something it could never fake, because you cannot program a person to stop for a stranger. They have no reason to stop for. That has to come from somewhere real. Now we are in the final simulation, and this time Enna remembers almost everything. She and Hijo move through the building with purpose. She knows where the SWAT agents are positioned. She warns Hijo. A fight breaks out and they run. But before any of this happened earlier in the simulation, before she understood what was going on, she had pulled Jayan close and whispered something to him. She told him to hide in a closet on the rooftop level and wait for her. She promised she was coming back for him. She finds the closet, she opens the door, and there he is, sitting exactly where she told him to wait, completely unharmed. He looks up at her and says she never really left him. And the loop breaks, because in every single previous simulation, Enna had reached that roof and made the same choice she made in real life. She left him. She chose survival. She chose the mission. And every time the loop reset, because the emotion engine still did not have what it needed. It needed the one thing she could never bring herself to do, until now. Come back. Keep the promise. Choose him, even when there is nothing left to gain from it. The simulation collapses. The emotion engine is complete. And then Enna opens her eyes in a space shuttle. Jayan is right beside her, goggles around his neck, both of them in brand new bodies, real bodies, built by the emotion engine using everything Enna gave across. Please make sure you like and subscribe for more recaps like this. Thank you.